Today on Rappler. The family of Senator Gil Puyat files a complaint against the ad agency behind the viral Gil Tulog Avenue signs in Makati City. The Philippine Coast Guard hopes to finish siphoning the oil spill in Bataan in 7 days. U.S. Vice President Kamala Harris pushes for a Gaza ceasefire in a meeting with Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu. Saboteurs strike France's train network ahead of the Paris Olympics opening ceremony. And Filipinos competing in the Paris Olympics will wear barongs designed by Francis Libiran in the opening ceremony. The family of Gil Puyat files a formal complaint against the ad agency behind the viral Gil Tulog Avenue signs in Makati City. The complaint is filed with the Ad Standards Council of the Philippines. The Makati City government has taken down the Gil Tulog street signs. Makati Mayor Abby Binay says she has reprimanded officials who approved the project. The avenue is named after the former Senate President Gil Puyat, who served as senator from 1951 to 1972. Puyat's son Victor tells Rappler, quote, "Our name is not to be violated by reasons that are financial, political, or otherwise." Great-granddaughter Erica Puyat Lontok writes on Facebook, "Besmirching my late great-grandfather's name to sell melatonin is so disrespectful." Wellspring posts a public apology Friday night saying it made a misstep. The stunt was part of a campaign by supplement brand Wellspring for its melatonin gummies. The Philippine Coast Guard hopes to finish siphoning operations of the oil spill in Limay, Bataan in 7 days. PCG spokesperson Rear Admiral Armando Balilo says siphoning will not be very technical and can be done quickly as it is submerged in shallow waters. He adds, there is nothing to worry about, but his agency will not be complacent. MT Terranova capsized and eventually sank 1:10 a.m. on Thursday around 3.6 nautical miles or around 7 kilometers east of Lamao Point in Limay, Bataan. Limay Mayor Nelson David says Friday around 400 to 500 liters of the vessel's engine fuel leaked. There are no reports yet if the industrial fuel oil it was carrying was already spilling. In a meeting with Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, U.S. Vice President Kamala Harris pushes for a Gaza ceasefire, striking a tougher tone than President Joe Biden.
We cannot allow ourselves to become numb to the suffering, and I will not be silent. Let's get the deal done so we can get a ceasefire to end the war. Let's bring the hostages home, and let's provide much-needed relief to the Palestinian people.
She adds she's committed to a path that leads to a two-state solution. Meantime, former President Barack Obama and his wife Michelle endorse Harris.
We called to say Michelle and I couldn't be prouder to endorse you.
In related news, Harris releases her first campaign ad featuring the music of Beyonce.
We choose freedom.
Freedom, freedom, I can't move. Freedom, cut me loose.
Saboteurs strike France's TGV high-speed train network in a series of attacks ahead of the Paris Olympics opening ceremony on Friday, July 26. The state-owned railway operator says vandals damaged signal boxes along the lines connecting Paris with other cities. Hundreds of thousands of people are left stranded at rail stations. There is no immediate claim of responsibility. More than 300 spectators are expected to line the banks of the river Seine when the athletes parade on a flotilla of barges and riverboats. An official says the attack is not a coincidence but an effort to destabilize France. France is deploying 45,000 police, 10,000 soldiers, and 2,000 private security agents to secure the opening ceremony. Snipers and drones are also set to be deployed. Filipinos competing in the Paris Olympics will wear barongs designed by Francis Libiran in the opening ceremony early morning Saturday, July 27, Manila time. Called Sinag, the barong features a detachable red and blue sling embroidered with a yellow sunray pattern that symbolizes the Philippine flag. Libiran says the embroidery is inspired by the Pintados warriors, depicting fierceness in battle. Boxers Carlo Paalam and Nesty Petesio are the flag bearers in the first-of-its-kind opening ceremony. Joining them are fellow boxers Ira Villegas and Hergy Bacyadan, fencer Samantha Catantan, swimmers Kyla Sanchez and Jared Hatch, hurdlers Lauren Hoffman and John Cabang Tolentino, and gymnast Aaliyah Finnegan. Thousands of athletes from 206 participating nations are set to ride boats during the parade of countries along the Seine. And that's today's wrap. I'm JC Gotinga. Thank you for watching. Click the link below for the full story. Follow us on Rappler's YouTube, Facebook, X, Instagram, and TikTok.